Hi, I'm Laura Francis, and today we're going to talk about blog content planning and just how easy is it. And there it is again, that word blog. And if you're a business owner, chances are you've probably heard time and time again how important it is that you blog. And it's true. Blogging is vital to the marketing plans of most businesses these days, and it's one of the most effective ways to develop a web presence and create long-term relationships that have the potential to translate into new clients and sales. But what's the problem? If you've ever written a blog, personally or professionally, you probably realise that one of the biggest roadblocks to the creation of a successful blog lies in the loss of inspiration. A blog isn't a short-term project. Any good, effective blog is a long-term undertaking. And with that comes a sense of responsibility to create quality and compelling content on a regular basis. It may seem easy at first to come up with great posts that are going to draw in readers and increase engagement. But after a few weeks or months, you've likely found yourself without a clue as to what would be fresh and interesting to your readers. Often this becomes the reason that blogs cease to exist. So how do you overcome the problem? The best way to avoid loss of inspiration that dooms so many blogs is to create a plan for your blog before you ever write your first sentence. People vary in their content planning strategies. Some ambitious planners will strive to lay out a year's worth of content, while others will just plan for 3 months at a time. But whichever approach you take, it's important that you use the planning process as a way to lay out not only your content plans, but also your goals for the blog. Understanding who you're writing for and why you're writing will help you create your blog and keep you on the right track in the creation process. During the planning process, it's also important to think about how often you're realistically going to be able to blog. And don't deviate from your schedule once you've created your plan. Your readers will begin to rely on you to produce regular content, whether it's once a week or once a month. So check the calendar when you're planning. When you start laying out your plans for your blog, always consider holidays and important events that are scheduled. These are great things to blog about and they won't require a lot of thought on your part. It can also be a good idea to include plans for at least a few slightly more controversial posts. Leave room in your blog schedule for something that could be debated, because these types of posts are a good way to increase engagement, although doing them too often will often leave you open to the risk of turning a few certain readers off. A good way to include these types of posts is to plan them once every 6 weeks. Always be on the lookout for good ideas. It can be a good idea to carry your list with you at all times in order to help you plan for a potential blog post. A bit geeky, I know, but you could be inspired at any moment. And by using a list, you can translate those moments of inspiration into the more difficult moments when you can't seem to come up with an original idea. Keep a few tricks in your bag for those emergency situations. Even a blogger who has planned ahead in great detail can run into a situation where there doesn't seem to be anything to write about. Use these times as opportunities to create how-to blog posts, top 10 blog posts, or even include interviews or video blogs. This is a great way to switch it up on your blog, and it also gives you some resources if you're out of ideas. Is it realistic? No doubt blog planning can be challenging. If you find it difficult to come up with creative topics one post at a time, it's going to be extremely challenging to plan a huge number of posts at one time. If you find the task daunting, take it in small pieces. Begin by outlining your ultimate goals with your blog and simply plan how often you will blog. By tackling these smaller first steps, it becomes easier to develop content along the way. It can help you find the right direction for your blogging and help you relax and let your voice shine through in your writing and in video, which in turn will allow your kick-ass creative juices to flow. This is just one of the areas where I work with my clients. Along with identifying your target client, developing kick-ass offers, setting your prices, and selling your offer online using online marketing and a shit-hot sales funnel. I can help you step by step through the entire process, and you'll get to hang out with me one-on-one and kick some real goals online. So if you're interested in getting up close and personal with me in a small and elite group, then head over and apply for your free strategy session at www.laurafrancis.com.au/strategy-session.